Using ad networks to market. When it comes to advertising, there are many ad networks available to get your message out to the general public. Some are better than others in this regard. You may want your message out to everyone, or you may choose to appeal to just certain people. The internet is a large and confusing maze of websites, and so you need to know how to navigate through it so that your ad comes across clearly to the audience that you want. Ads are everywhere. They are on blogs and websites large and small. Advertising networks are focusing on online ad space more than anywhere else because that's where the most money is. It's a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry, and there are a lot of companies trying to cash in on it. Your job is to know which companies to focus your time and money on and which ones will be a waste of both. Advertising should be beneficial to you and get your message out to bring traffic to your website for your product, service, or for your client. Ad networks for publishers can be anything from basic marketing, affiliate marketing, and even video marketing. You will need to decide how much you want to spend on these advertising networks and which ones have the capacity to reach the audience that you want. Sites such as AdSense and other pay-per-click advertisers will give you a plethora of choices to market to. These advertising networks will pay other companies to host your marketing message on their sites. You get traffic to your site and only pay when you've got traffic coming to your site. This works if the banners for your website are being posted in the right avenues. If you are looking for ad networks for publishers, you will want to focus on ones that reach out to particular advertising community associated with your product or service. For instance, you may want to focus on ad networks that will give you a highly visible banner in a website that is frequently visited by the people you are trying to reach. If your advertising goals are to target local users, locating locally focused ad networks for publishers will be your best option. Another option to consider is to use social media. Social media ad networks are where a lot of people are getting noticed because that's where so much of the public spends their times. When individuals and companies alike are using sites like Facebook and Twitter to connect, it only makes sense for ad networks for publishers or anyone else to use these kinds of ad networks. These advertising methods for social media work two ways. The first is to simply buy ad space on the website so that the world can see it. The other is to use ad networks that will help you to spread your message through to the various groups and communities within these social networks. This will mean that more people that would find your product or service valuable will see your message. Any of these options you choose will need to be tested out. If you haven't heard about a specific network, you may want to do a little research on them before handing over your company information and money. Talk to other companies in your industry or simply check online to see if they have done what they promised for other businesses. Ultimately, you want to keep your brand intact. There have been a lot of companies that have had their name dragged through the mud of the internet because they went with an ad network that focused on any traffic instead of qualified traffic. If you plan to make any money, you want to differentiate between the networks to get the best for your brand.